This is Namon, Andrea, author of The Detour and Foresight Mindset, Shaping Your Future, leadership and life coach, and also a motivational speaker. My goal as a speaker is to help people on how they can move from where they are to wherever they want to be with clarity, whatever that point may be. And today I'll be speaking to us on a topic which I have captioned the truth of suffering. And before I dive deep into today's message, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this message with your friends and family. And I want to begin by saying this. Most people often say that suffering makes us stronger, that suffering builds character. But I believe if that was true, then Africa would be the most prosperous continent on this face of the earth. I believe it's not the suffering we go through that makes us stronger. It's how we channel that suffering that makes us stronger and build character. And so I am going to quickly share with us 3 important keys that I believe are going to transform your life on how you can begin to channel suffering as the necessary tool to transforming your life or finding meaning in your suffering. There is an African proverb which says, a tree must learn how to bend with the wind, otherwise it's going to break. A tree must learn how to bend with the wind, otherwise it's going to break. That's an African proverb. And it's important that you learn to bend yourself with your suffering, and so that you should not break, so that you should build your life the way you want it. Because most people are broken because of the suffering that they normally go through in life. So, like I said, I'm going to quickly share with us 3 keys that are going to help you on how you can find meaning in your suffering. Key number 1, change your perspective. You can't change the event, but you can change the meaning you give it. You can't change the event. You can't change your experiences. You can't change the suffering that you are going through, but you can change the meaning that you can give it. I remember when my parents lost their business, all that we call the detour. For those who have read my book, The Detour, I gave my suffering meaning. I gave my setbacks, hardships, and challenges meaning. It wasn't just suffering to me. It was a necessary tool that unleashed dormant talents in me and brought me to where I am today and helped me to begin doing what I am doing. So change perspective. You can't change the events, but you can give meaning to the challenges, to the setbacks, hardships, and the suffering that you are going through. So that's key number 1 on how to give suffering meaning, on how to find meaning in your suffering. Number 1, change your perspective. And number 2, purposeful action. Purposeful action. Don't drown in your suffering. Swim toward what can be changed. Most of us are stuck in our sufferings. As a matter of fact, I believe one of the challenges that we encounter in this world is that a lot has been said on how we can become successful. A lot have been said on how we can achieve success, but no one is really teaching us on how to overcome hardships. No one is really teaching us on how we can find meaning in our suffering. No one is teaching us on how we can move with clarity from suffering to purpose. No one is teaching us that. So as a result, most of us are stuck. Most of us don't know how to take action, how to take purposeful action to move from suffering to purpose in life. So ladies and gentlemen, the second key on how to find meaning in your suffering is by taking purposeful action. purposeful forward action. And purposeful forward action is built on a platform of vision. So it's important that you have a clear vision of what you could be. Have a mental clear picture of the person you want to become. That is going to help you on how you can take purposeful action. You are not just heading nowhere, or you are not just taking action, but your action is heading somewhere, or helping you to become progressive. Because not just any action is going to guarantee progress in your life. What guarantees progress is motion and movement in the right direction. You can be on a treadmill and you are in motion, but you are going nowhere. You can be taking movement and yet be going in the wrong direction. So progress has to do with motion and movement in the right direction. That's progress. And what purposeful forward action does is that it guarantees, or it helps your motion and your movement to be heading in the right direction. That's what, when we talk about purposeful action, we are talking about motion and movement in the right direction. So when you encounter suffering, or when you are going through some kind of pain, setbacks and challenges, take purposeful action. Have a mental picture. Don't worry about the things that you are going through. The proof that you need to become the person you want to be is the fact that you are alive. So as long as you are alive, that's a guarantee. That's a proof that you are going to become the person that you want to be. So take purposeful action. Don't just move in life. Don't just head nowhere. The reason why most people are stuck and frustrated and even depressed is because they are not taking purposeful action. Purposeful action is even an antidote to stress. Purposeful action is an antidote to depression. So the key number 2 to finding meaning in your suffering is by taking purposeful action. Key number 3, adaptability. Most people are trapped by what is working. Most people are trapped by what is familiar. But in a world where the only constant is change, you can't be so familiar to what is working and forgetting that it's going to change. Don't be trapped by what is working and forgetting that it's going to change. Adapt easily. As the proverb that I shared with you, the African proverb, it says, a tree must learn how to bend with the wind, otherwise it's going to break. Most of us are breaking simply because we can't adapt. Most of us are depressed or broken simply because we lack the ability to adapt. Most organizations and companies are stuck simply because they cannot adapt. When you can adapt, it simply means you can put yourself in the thick of action and identify opportunities and easily give up what is working, because you understand that what is working cannot help you to get cannot help you to get where you want to be. Don't be so familiar to what is working and forgetting that it's going to change, especially in an age where the only constant is change, because the world is changing faster than an average guy can catch up. So that's key number 3. Key number 4, that's just a bonus, is by move from suffering to strategy. Move from suffering to strategy. The idea is, instead of asking yourself, why me? Why am I going through these challenges? Why am I going through these setbacks? Why is this suffering persistent? Why can't I find a way? Ask yourself, what now? What now? What can I do to move from where I am to where I want to be? Ask yourself that question. Shift your mindset. Have a shift your mindset from why me to what now. Why, instead of asking why am I going through what I'm going through, ask yourself, what now? What can I do? When you can ask yourself, When you ask yourself, what now? And move from why me, you can be the answer and not just another problem. I can guarantee you that when you stop asking yourself, why me? Why am I going through this suffering? And begin asking yourself, what now? You can be an answer to your suffering rather than just another problem. So ladies and gentlemen, if this message inspired you, again, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this message with your friends and family. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place. Again, share this message with your friends and family. Remain blessed.